Hi, Vinnie. Thanks for having me here. I'm Silas. I'm a senior product manager at Zoho Analytics. I take care of several modules in the product. And along with that, I take care of the partnering network and professional services division as well. In today's interview, I'm glad to present about the latest version of Zoho Analytics. We are coming up with a whole lot of updates as a part of this release, and we have designed this in a data-centric thinking way, which address all types of business and all types of persona, be it technical or non-technical users, and so on. So I'm happy to go through some of the key capabilities as a part of this update. So without any further ado, let's get started.
Thank you,
So
Sailas. Yeah, looking forward to this.
thank you, Vinnie. So we are coming up with the AI-powered self-service BI analytics platform, which address all types of personas who use the BI applications, typically the data engineers, data analysts, business analyst, data scientist, and so on. So this particular product has been in the market for more than a decade of time, and we have more than 17,000 organizations using this application. But we are coming up with this new version which enhance the experience to our existing customers, as well as this is something that essential for the enterprises to stay in a single platform and address all types of users needs. So let's get into some of the key focus area as a part of this update. So we have four important key focus areas as a part of this new version. So the first one is something called Powerful Data Management Hub, which enables all types of users to build a strong data management foundation as a part of the BI flow. And then second, Gen AI infused analytics, which will definitely accelerate the BI adoption with the power of AI at every stage of a BI journey. Third, we are introducing a new component altogether called DSML Studio, which is Data Science and Machine Learning Studio, which enables data scientists and citizen data scientists to use the platform to build models and use it in the context of BI workload. Finally, the platform is already matured and pretty much extensible and customizable. However, we are adding a whole lot of things on that context to make it more robust and more extensible for the analytics needs. So
Sailas,
let's.
you have a very large ecosystem, right? So
Mhm.
you mentioned your own users, your partners have their other users, so they've extended your analytics quite a bit.
That's right. That's right, Vinny. So as a product, as a platform, we have more than 17,000 organizations using this application or as a customers. But apart from that, as a part of the Zoho ecosystem, right, we do have more than 70,000 plus organizations using this application every day. So all
70,
these
70, so from 17 to 70,000, that's quite an extension. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So on that front, obviously, all these updates are very crucial for them. Not just now, but we have this designed in a futuristic way that anybody can scale this platform for a very long time. So with that, let's get into the key focus areas in specific in terms of what we do and what are all the key things that we are releasing as a part of this particular area in specific. As a platform, we already offer integrations with 500 plus data sources, be it business applications, databases, files and feeds, cloud storages, and everything. As a part of this update, we are enhancing and deepening the data integrations that we offer. And not just that, we are also bringing in a lot of capabilities in terms of data management and governance as well, which particularly address personas such as data engineers, data analysts, and data experts. So on that front, we are coming up with something called streaming analytics, which particularly address the industry such as manufacturing or healthcare or whatever, wherever you see the IoT devices. Now, Zoho Analytics can connect the streaming platforms receive the data on the real time and gives the real time monitoring contextually. So we provide connections to Cloud PubSub, Kafka, PubNub, and a lot more. Apart from that, although we already offer hundreds of business apps integration natively, we are extending more business apps connections as a part of this release, right from Oracle NetSuite, Monday.com, Airtable, and a lot more. And when we offer these integrations, it's not just connecting the application and allowing them to perform analytics on top of it. We abstract the data model, we automatically build the data model, and even we can blend the data seamlessly across multiple sources if it is logically connected, and offers a whole lot of pre-built reports and dashboards on top of it. Over and above, we are also extending a whole lot of database connectivities, data lake connectivities, and data warehouses connectivities as well. So those are all some of the updates in terms of data connections as a part of this release. Getting into the data management layer, this is the crucial part. We see that any given business typically spends 70 to 80% of their time in terms of preparing the data or managing the data. So as a part of this release, we are introducing the pipeline builder, which is kind of a visual pipeline builder, which enables data engineers to orchestrate the data flow from source to destination, and they can easily monitor the entire actions seamlessly. Apart from that, we are also bringing in concepts such as plugin transformations, where data engineers can leverage the Python environment to do the data transformations. Over and above, we're also bringing in the natural language querying capability as a part of the data preparation layer, where users can simply type in what they want and prepare the data just using the natural language. Over and above, we're also providing a lot of updates such as uh, extending this data pipeline to some business apps connection to trigger actions as well using one of our existing platform called Zoho Flow. Let's see a quick video in terms of how that looks like. So in this video, we have shown a quick demonstration of how to build a pipeline using Zoho Analytics Preparation Studio. We can go ahead and choose the data source, start building the pipeline, start preparing the data, and so on. So here I'm trying to join two different data sets just using the pipeline builder, and then I can get into the next stage where I use the natural language querying to type in the request, and it helps me to prepare the data. Here we are just trying to remove the Gmail address, and then we are getting into the process of taking this data to a custom plugin transformation using Python, and then eventually we can send this data to any given destination, be it Zoho Analytics, be it a cloud storage or database or anywhere. So from here, let's get into the Gen AI infused analytics layer. So we already offer a lot of AI enabled capabilities in the platform, but now we are deepening that and bringing AI in all the layers as a part of the BI platform, which really helps business analysts, data analysts, particularly business users who don't just consume the pre-built reports. If they want to perform any ad hoc analysis, they can do that seamlessly without contacting the IT team in many cases. So they can leverage the power of AI and make it more effective as a part of their analysis process. Let's see some of the key updates in this section. So the first one is something called decision intelligence. So when I say decision intelligence, obviously I'm talking about not just providing what's happening in a particular visualization, we are getting into a layer below and say why certain things are happening in their data. So users can get a narrative summary contextually and get more inference in terms of why certain things are happening on top of their data. Let's see a quick example of how this works. In this particular example, you see here, we have a visualization that shows the ad spend versus sales. Now, bringing in the ZI insights will give me the whole lot of insights on top of it. But when users click on diagnose, we take them to the next layer and explain why exactly certain things are on downward trend. For example, in this case, the trend in July 2024 was down by certain percentage. So when user click on diagnostic analysis, it takes them to the next level and explain what are all the potential key drivers that is associated with that sales and marketing data, and how users can go ahead and drill down that and find the reason behind the scenes. So here it gives examples such as the Facebook ad source is not performing well, or probably the traffic that we get from the tablets was down by certain percentage. The LinkedIn ad source was down by certain percentage, and so on. So users can also get into one more level below this, drill down further, and see what are all the key offsetters for that particular uh, driver, and then they can go ahead and make decisions out of it easily. So this is one of the key update as a part of this release, which really enable business users to perform any kind of analysis without spending a lot of time with the paper and pen or contacting the IT team to get more insights. Next, we are enhancing a whole lot of capabilities with Ask Zia. So Ask Zia is our natural language querying engine, which is kind of a co-pilot for the entire platform, where users can perform all the actions in one place and also do or perform any kind of analysis on top of their data set. So on that front, as a part of this particular release, we are enhancing Ask Zia with actions and also options to build SQL models and so on top of it. Also, we are expanding more languages in Ask Zia, and also we are introducing bots in some of the famous IM channels where users can simply install the bot and use the Ask Zia contextually within their business workflow. Let's see a quick example of how exactly Ask Zia works. So in this example, I'm trying to create a report, and this report created automatically based on the question I asked. So this is something powered by Zoho. So Zoho AI stack gives inference on top of the question, on top of the data customers got. But as a part of this release, we are enabling or we are leveraging the OpenAI integration as a part of Ask Zia. So users can ask questions such as how to create a query table or how to build a particular formula, so and so on. Ask Zia understands that question, redirect to OpenAI, and gives the result automatically. Now, when it comes to OpenAI, one of the important questions is how this integration works. Will it be default for all the users? The answer is no. The users has to go ahead and configure it. If they want to enable it in their account, they have to use it, the bring your own key model. And obviously, we're not sharing any data with OpenAI. We just use the metadata information, such as column names and table names, to generate these query tables contextually. So users can review those query and go ahead and use it as a part of their analysis process. So not just that, obviously we are introducing more languages, as I said. So previously we were supporting English, now we are expanding to Spanish and French. So users can ask questions in the appropriate language and get results as well. Over and above, we are also introducing the bot in IM channels such as Microsoft Teams and Slack. So users can simply type in the questions right from the IM channel and get the reports as a result. Not just reports, they can also interact as a conversation and generate insights on top of the reports and so on. The third important section as a part of this release is what we call it as DSML Studio. So DSML Studio is, we are letting the data scientist and citizen data scientist to build ML models seamlessly as a part of the workflow. So on that front, the first and foremost update is something called AutoML. So AutoML, which helps or which assists data scientists or even the business analyst to build ML models seamlessly without any coding from the scratch. So it led them to do the complete model cycle right from building model, training it, testing it, comparing it, and deploying and managing and so on. Let's see a very quick example on that front. So in this case, I'm just trying to do a churn prediction analysis. So I can go ahead and choose the data set, which is my training data, and choose the target column. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So you can select some required features, whatever that you prefer to include, and then you can select the required models. So Zoho Analytics will automatically suggest some models. And if users prefer to do some kind of a hyperparameter tuning, they can do that as well. And then they can go ahead and deploy those models or train those models. It'll give result based on multiple models. So based on the model's performance, users can analyze and find the explanation factor associated with the model, and then take the result and use it contextually as a part of the analysis process. So in this way, users can deploy this on top of a production environment, meaning they can deploy a model on top of the production environment. And if they want to build a visualization on top of it, they can go ahead and do it, or they can use the data for some other purpose as well. So that's auto analysis. And then the code studio. Code studio is we are opening up the Python environment, which let the business users, or sorry, which lets the data scientist to build the ML models right from the scratch. Or if they want to perform any advanced data transformations, they can do that as well as a part of this process. So on that front, obviously, users can go ahead and choose the type of analysis that they want to do, and just simply go ahead and put the ML model which they prefer to use, and then they can go ahead and create the analysis on top of it. We also let them to choose the deployment environment that they want to use, and that is powered by Zoho, so they can choose the server configurations and deploy this contextually. And last but not least, platform extensibility. So in terms of platform extensibility, we are extending a lot more customizations with no code concept and so on, which lets users to build connectors on their own and a lot more.
Is it end users or is it your partner type developer capabilities?
Yeah, so it's a two-way street, Vinnie. So we are trying to support both the enterprise users who prefer to build data integrations with some data sources, they can do that. Or they can partners can also build connectors for data sources and publish in Zoho Marketplace and sell it as a solution. So that's one of the key update. And then the next important update is actionable framework. Actionable framework is we are integrating Zoho Flow, which is one of our integration configuration application where users can trigger actions to hundreds of applications destination in terms of creating a task or updating a ticket, or they can perform anything on top of it. And this can be triggered on various actions such as alerts, data pipelines, and a lot more. And last but not least, BI Fabric. We see enterprises use multiple BI application for different departments and so on. So we are bringing in a common unified analytics layer, which really helps users to have visualizations from Power BI, Tableau, and Zoho Analytics contextually in one place. So this solves the problem for executives, because executives don't want to hop on different applications. They can have one-stop view to see everything. So those are all the key updates as a part of this release, and we are super excited to make this launch for our existing customers and as well as for the new prospects. With all the four key important key focus areas, we are delivering the transformative AI-powered self-service BI platform.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
The AI that you presented is more in terms of your ASIA and your natural language capabilities and so on. What about data within that you're available? Because you've got you said almost 70,000 organizations, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your partners are doing you've got CRM capabilities, you have some financial capabilities. I'm sure your partners have other functional areas.
Mm-hmm.
What about AI use cases that
Mm-hmm.
leverage that data?
Yeah, I mean, we got some very good stats in terms of how AI has been adopted. We see more than 20-25% of our user base use AI enabled features. So when I say AI enabled features, not just natural language querying, be it insights generation or using advanced model for forecasting, what if analysis, clustering, anomaly detection, a lot more, even the data preparation capabilities such as cluster and merge, a lot more, which really enables all types of users to do some heavy lifting analytics job without depending on the IT team for each and every actions. So one good example I could mention here is one of our customers who are based out of UK. They are into the manufacturing. They have units and consumers across the globe, and the central BI and analytics team based out of UK build all the pre-built reports and share it with them. But when but the regional teams, when they reach them, they have to start building things and customizing same things for each and every quick ad hoc analysis. To reduce this, they use Askazia. So they train the Askazia well with some of the keywords that typically used in their business. And then they just opened it up contextually with some fine grain access to different set of users across the globe. In this way, the requests received by the BI team was significantly reduced by 30%. So those are all some of the key insights that we find in terms of customer use cases. And we see that adoption is growing rapidly.
Thank you so much.
No, it's my pleasure, Vinny.
And
Thank you for.
thanks for you taking the time.
It's my pleasure once again. Thanks for doing this, and we are excited to be a part. We are excited to have you as a part of this launch.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day ahead. Bye.
Thanks.